Well, Carthage fans and volleyball fans across the country, have you heard the big news? There's a new era that begins this afternoon, as last week the Carthage College Board of Trustees voted to adopt a new Carthage team name, one that all Carthaginians can rally behind. And like Carthage College itself, you describe this name as fierce, majestic, bold, and inspiring. Well, the wait is over. It's time to spread our wings and soar as Carthage Firebirds. Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome into our volleyball match here this afternoon. Carthage Women's Volleyball, their season opener for Leanne Ulmer and her young squad, as they've graduated 4 starters from a Final Four team a season ago. It seems like it's been forever. The teams got onto the floor back in late August and early September, and actually had a scrimmage, and then realizing there was not going to be a fall season, anxiously awaited the CCIW's decision to bring the fall sport into the late winter, early spring, and that's exactly what it has done. There will be some volleyball here over the next month and a half, and we're excited to bring that to you here from the Tarble Arena. Well, the Carthage women's volleyball team, the Firebirds, 31-4 a season ago, going back to the 2019 season. What a run it was. They swept the conference, winning the conference regular season title. 8-0 was the record, and then went into the conference tournament late in the season. And they defeated Augustana down in Rock Island and came back to defeat Milliken in the championship of the CCIW tournament, and then entered the national tournament and dispatched the Aurora University Spartans here at the Tarble Arena 3-0, and then moved on into or I should say Grinnell College into the 3-0, and then went on into the Sweet 16 where they defeated Claremont Mudd Scripps, and then moved into the Final Four after defeating the second-ranked University of Chicago in 5 sets. A long rally in set number 5, but they were able to get it done and head to the Final Four in Cedar Rapids, Iowa. From there, they won their opening match, defeated Bowdoin College 3-0. That set up a clash with then number 1 ranked Emory University in the title match, and it went the full 5 sets, and unfortunately the Firebirds fell to Emory 3-2 in that NCAA tournament. Their run coming to an end. But what a season it was for Carthage women's volleyball. As I mentioned, they went 31-4. They were 12-0 here at home. They were 13-1 on neutral sites. That only loss coming in the Final Four championship. So a new era of women's volleyball begins here this afternoon, and it will be a rather young squad for the Carthage team, as they bring back a couple of seniors, but a lot of freshmen on this team and a lot of players who were on this team that didn't see a lot of action. So Leanne Ulmer going to be looking at some of the different rotations, some of the different lineup combinations that she can put out there that will click here today. As they graduated Megan Barrett, who was named the CCIW Women Athlete of the Year this past year, and she is now the graduate assistant coach here with the Carthage Firebirds. So we will see her on the sideline helping Leanne out throughout this season. So really that might be the biggest depth piece there, as she played in 118 sets. They also had Ellie LeCount and Shannon Kibasek all graduating from that last year's Final Four team. But again, a fresh young team with a lot of ambition, and I think that's what this squad is looking for. Before our match tonight, as we will do for every televised match here at the Tarble Arena, we will visit with the head coach, and we had a chance to visit with Leanne Ulmer and get her thoughts going into this abbreviated 2021 season. Welcome in, Coach Leanne Ulmer, for the Carthage Firebird volleyball team, and 6 months, I think, between a scrimmage and now actually getting the season started.
We're just super excited to be here, John. Yeah, it's, obviously everything's different, but the girls, I'm so excited for them. Thank you for having us. Thank you for calling the match. I know the parents and our fans will be excited to hear you. We're just, we've been waiting. We've been practicing. Normally in our sport, we practice a little and play a lot, but we've kind of reversed it, and we've played very little and practiced a lot. So this is really exciting for everyone.
I got to believe with the younger team, too, this is bringing the team together these last 4 or 5 months.
Yeah, without a doubt. There hasn't been much pressure, right? You know, the team's bonded really well. The younger girls, the older girls have done a great job of helping the younger ones fit in. And I think they're just really excited for each other, excited to cheer for the Firebirds. You know, we're ready to go.
I was going to say, you were part of that selection committee that worked on this, and 5, 6 months working on that as well.
You know, it was great to be part of it. There was a lot of great ideas thrown around, a lot of community involvement, student involvement. I think the name is great. I mean, I'm happy to be a Firebird. I know we're happy to rally around it. I thought the process was wonderful, the people involved. You know, we heard from a lot of people. President Swallow did a lot of listening tours, and, you know, I think we've come up with the right one. So we're excited to be Firebirds. We're excited to go out there and represent Carthage.
I know I talked with Nate Stewart yesterday, too, and he's excited because now he's got a product that he can put out there now and an identity now with this athletic program going forward.
No question. Once we all come together on something, we're going in full speed. So the process was great, got us where we are today. Feel really good about it. We're just excited to be Firebirds and to represent Carthage.
Now back to your team, a lot of recent success here over the last several years. Is there a little pressure on this group to duplicate what's been happening here over the last 4 or 5 years?
You know, I suppose there's always that. You know, we built a good program here. There's a lot of tradition, and coming off the Final Four appearance in 2019, I guess if we had to be out for over a year, that's not a bad way to remember your season. But, you know, a lot of the new girls, they don't really know that, you know, and this has all been so unusual that I'm not sure they feel that same pressure. We always want to perform well. We always want to do a good job. And obviously going out here today, we graduated 4 great seniors. Our first and second contact, Ellie LeCount, who was an All-American setter. Megan Barrett, who's my GA now, who was an All-American. Shannon Kebasek was our other outside. And Laura De Rosales was our libero. So when you graduate your first and second contact, you know, you don't know exactly what that's going to look like. So there's definitely new people in those spots. So yeah, I'm confident in them. You know, it might take us a little while to feel comfortable with that, but it's exciting, and it's always exciting. It's exciting to have the group I had. It's exciting to have this group.
And about the scheduling now, you play a one match that counts and an exhibition match after. What went into the thinking process
there? Yeah, the goal was, you know, we have a pretty big roster. You know, I have 25 players on my roster, and I have a couple that are sitting out with injuries, but that way it gives us a chance to have a varsity countable match, and then we can play an exhibition match where I can play a combination of any of the players I have. So it's not a JV match. It's not like we did before. We just want to give our student athletes the best opportunity to compete. We want the seniors to play. We want them to have a great experience, and we want we want to get ready for the fall for when that comes up. So I think it was a good compromise. We're used to playing a lot. Unlike other sports, we play twice a day all the time, so this is not unusual. So I think the coaches did a good job. I'm really grateful to Nate and Kelsey, President Swallow, for allowing us to do this and setting it up and agreeing to it. We're just blessed. There's no question.
And one final question, what are you looking for from your squad here today?
Yeah, I kind of want to see how we handle the pressure, you know, how we handle playing somebody else. Controlling that ball, like I said, with you hear JW, our men's coach, talk about it, the serve and pass game is really important. And if we do a good job at that, I think we have some really good attackers. Haley Horner, Autumn McGee, Kayla Morgan, Andrea Kozak, Nicole Acton. We have a few players back from last year's team. So I think we have enough offense if we can get our setters the ball. We have Jordan Barrett, who's a senior setter, Jenna Millen, a freshman setter, and Catherine Schutte, who's a sophomore setter. So we'll see what combinations work best and who's doing the best job. Meg Durant's probably going to be our libero, and Aubrey Buhager will come in and do some back row work for us as well. So I'm just kind of anxious to see how they work together, how's the chemistry, how we handle the pressure, and, you know, who comes off the bench, you know, those kind of rotation things.
Well, good luck to you this afternoon.
Appreciate it, John.
We'll see you in the postgame.
Enjoy. Okay, thank you so much. Bye-bye.
Leanne Ulmer joining us here in our pregame here with Carthage women's volleyball. Stay tuned. We've got the first match coming your way next here on the Carthage video stream. Once again, a big thank you to Leanne Ulmer joining us before our match, and we will do that each and every televised portion of the home matches this year here on the live.carthage.edu stream. A chance for you to get to hear a little bit more about the volleyball program. We're very proud to be able to bring this to you. We want to thank a couple of our fine athletic sponsors this year here at Carthage College who have graciously donated their money into the program to help us bring you things like this, and they include Freighter South, the official sports medicine provider of Carthage Athletics, Barnes & Noble Carthage Bookstore, the Chick-fil-A on Highway 50 in Kenosha, Honda of Kenosha, and Comprehensive Orthopedics, just some of the many businesses that have helped to contribute and make these broadcasts possible. Well, this Carroll team that comes in here was a 14-14 team a year ago, 3-4 in the conference, 4-6, away from the confines of Van Mel Fieldhouse. And they return only one senior on their roster, and that's Sam Penskowski. Penskowski, a local player out of Racine Case High School. So she is basically the player with the most experience coming back from last year's team. Appeared in 41 sets a year ago. So this is a very young team as they've graduated most of their roster off. And a lot of freshmen on this team, including and a lot of younger players too, including the junior Michelle Murray. Murray is out of Grays Lake Central High School, and she's going to be a part of this team as well, going to be part of this contingent that's going to have some experience. Otherwise, the rest of the roster is sophomores and freshmen. So Becca Saul, in her 11th season, going to have a very young squad here to try and compete in what will be a condensed version of scheduling here coming up during the 2021 season. Some of the other matches that'll be coming your way later on this season. Carthage will travel to North Park as the Firebirds will take on North Park University Saturday, March 6th. They'll take on Elmhurst University down at Faginal Hall on March 9th. March 13th, they'll be in Decatur to take on Milliken. And their next home match after today won't be until the middle of March. It'll be St. Patty's Day. That'll be a 4 o'clock tip at the Tarble as they will take on Illinois Wesleyan right here on the live.carthage.edu feed. One of the interesting things, as you heard in the interview, that is being done this year for the home matches at least, is that Leanne Ulmer is going to be playing exhibition match after the varsity match. So an opportunity for both teams to get some extra time in, both coaches being able to get some extra players and rotations and work out a few things with this expanded roster that Carthage has this year, one of the largest rosters in the CCIW. Opportunity for the younger players to get some experience on the floor in an exhibition setting this year. So we will follow that closely as we go along through a season that will conclude in early April. Now, there's been no word yet on a conference tournament this year. I know on both the men's and women's basketball side, there would be a tournament coming up here in early March, but we'll hang on and hold out some hope that maybe they'll put something together, much like they've done for some of the other sports, sort of something to the effect of maybe a CCIW Cup or something like that, since there will be no national tournament. So this concludes a very busy week here at Carthage. We've had events going on every day since Tuesday here on the video stream. It's been my pleasure to bring some of them to you. Familiar with the basketball programs, those have always been on the video stream, but now also doing some broadcasting with the men's volleyball, women's volleyball. We'll have some lacrosse matches on later this March. The fall season football schedule will be out in mid-March, and teams will be playing a small schedule of 4 to 5 games, and an opportunity for the football programs in the conference to get some time in and be able to practice a little bit and take that together, be able to practice a little bit and get some things together going into next season. Well, we talked about the nickname change. That was quite the buzz here on Friday and over the weekend. And again, a big thank you to the thousands in the Carthage community who offered their genuine feedback during that 5-month search. As you heard Leanne talk about, she was part of that committee and worked through all the different names. They had over 500 names submitted as far as nicknames and had to whittle that down to the final 3 that they had. Firebirds, Fire, and Lakehawks were the 3 finalists to choose from, and they heard from a lot of the Carthage alumni, a lot of former athletes chiming in as well, and they're very grateful for the fact that they were able to get that feedback and help with that nickname change. So it's Carthage Firebirds going forward. Again, all-inclusive name, no, not gender-specific in any way, and really reflecting the new Carthage College that we're experiencing here through this pandemic. Fierce, majestic, and bold, and I think that's the feeling of the Carthage administration going forward of where Carthage is headed here in the next early part of 21 as well as into the mid-20s here in this next 10 years. Really, the next thing left for the athletic department is to come up with a new athletic mascot. And we talked with Nate Stewart yesterday, provided some information that they're going to be doing a design firm that's going to help design the new Firebird logo and go with that. And then we'll have a new mascot here as Torchy will walk the stage in April and graduate. And an opportunity also will come for our alumni tuning in, as well as parents and students, to have an opportunity to share their input into the next Carthage mascot here at Carthage College. So really an exciting time here for Carthage Athletics with the new athletic director, Nate Stewart, settling in and all the different initiatives going on. And this was one of the big ones that took, like I said, well over half a year to put together. If you recall, going all the way back to last August when the announcement was made that starting at the fall sports, the Carthage teams were just simply going to compete without an athletic nickname, and then announcing a search committee that was put together involving coaches, administration, students, and alumni to put this together. So it's really been a collaborative effort on the part of the college to get to this point. And as Nate Stewart said, it's exciting now to be able to go out and you have a product now in which you can promote and market throughout the southeast Wisconsin and northeast Illinois area, and nationally for that matter as well. Firebird name, not a very common name in athletics, and so it gives you the chance to stand out just a little bit when you are out there recruiting and out there fundraising, which is part of what an athletic director's job at the Division III level is, and that's to go out and raise money for your athletic program. And I know Nate is chomping at the bit with the COVID, get through this pandemic, get through the vaccine process here through the middle of summer, and then be able to hit the ground running here through the summer to help raise money for this outstanding athletic program here at Carthage College. So both squads took part in a scrimmage, but that was back in September. It was an inter-squad scrimmage. The gray and red scrimmage here at Carthage. Carroll also put together a gray and orange scrimmage for their teams. That was way back in September, and then it was left to all the practicing and when they could. And again, it's a tremendous accomplishment to get to this point today, the first match of the season. And a big shout out to Jake Denauer and the athletic training staff here at Carthage for their long hours. Again, I don't think folks quite understand. You have to get in here early, around 7:30 in the morning, get set up to do all of the COVID testing for all of the student athletes. They come in, do their testing, and then wait for the results, and then go on to the rest part of their day if they have to practice or have a game that night. So to coordinate all that with all of the student athletes and be set up to do that all day, both Jake Denauer and Kelsey and the rest of the athletic administration here putting all of that together. But I always want to give that compliment out over the air to Jake Denauer and the athletic training staff for their hard work in getting the varsity teams here for the fall and winter teams to the point where they are able to compete and take the floor in conference competition. We're just about set for introductions of starting lineup, national anthem, and then we'll be underway here today for Carthage women's volleyball. The Carthage Firebirds taking on the Carroll University Pioneers. As I mentioned, this will be the only home match for a while. The Carthage Firebirds will not be home again until Wednesday, March 17th, when they host Illinois Wesleyan here at the Tarble. That's an early afternoon matchup, 4 o'clock in the afternoon for that matchup. So we're just about set for introductions and the anthem. Let's head to the PA announcer here at Tarble Arena.
The NCAA promotes good sportsmanship by student athletes, coaches, and fans. We request your cooperation by supporting the participants and officials in a positive manner. The NCAA, the CCIW, and Carthage, thank you for your cooperation. This time, please direct your attention to the American flag located at the north end of the arena. It draped the coffin of Captain Frank Vavrin, a former Carthage student who died in Vietnam in 1970. The flag is a gift to the college from his parents. In remembering Captain Vavrin, we pay tribute to all who have sacrificed their lives for our country and honor those who today put themselves in harm's way in service to America. And now at this time, please rise and remove your caps for the playing of our national anthem. And now for the starting lineups, today's match between the Carroll Pioneers and your Carthage Firebirds. First, let's meet the Pioneers. Starting at outside hitter, a 5'8" senior from Racine, Wisconsin, number 6, Sam Penskowski. At middle blocker, a 5'10" junior from Grayslake, Illinois, number 7, Michelle Moret. At outside hitter, a 5'10" freshman from Huntley, Illinois, number 10, Ashley Konecki. At setter, a 5'6" freshman from Plainfield, Illinois, number 13, Kelly Reynolds. At opposite hitter, a 5'10" sophomore from Chicago, Illinois, number 17, Sophia Camacho. At libero, a 5'5" sophomore from Oregon, Wisconsin, number 18, Emily Canup. And at opposite hitter, a 5'8" freshman from Cedar Rapids, Iowa, number 23, Katie Jensen. The head coach of the Pioneers is Becca Saul. She's assisted by Lydia Gill and Carly Gruchek. The student assistants are Ron Rodriguez and Cole Henderson. And now, introducing your Carthage Firebirds! At center, a 5'8" senior from Tarble High School in Kenosha, Wisconsin, number 2, Jordan Barrett! At right side hitter, a 5'8" senior from Layton High School, hailing from River Grove, Illinois, number 4, Autumn McGee! At libero, a 5'4" junior from St. Charles High School in St. Charles, Illinois, number 6, Megan Durant. An outside hitter, a 5'11" sophomore from St. Charles High School in St. Charles, Illinois, number 11, Michaela Morgan. At middle blocker, a 6'1" junior from Geneva Community High School in Geneva, Illinois, number 20, Nicole Acton. At right side hitter, a 5'10" senior from Lincoln Way North High School, hailing from Mokena, Illinois, number 21, Andrea Kozak. And at right side hitter, a 6'4" senior from Wheaton North High School in Wheaton, Illinois, number 24, Haley Horner. The Carthage women's volleyball team is coached by Leanne Ulmer. Is assisted by graduate assistant coach Megan Barrett.
So it'll be Barrett, McGee, Durant, Morgan, Acton, Kozak, and Horner for the Carthage Firebirds. Penskowski, Murray, Konecki, Reynolds, Camacho, Conup, and Jensen on the floor for Carroll to start our first set. Pioneers in the gray with orange numerals. The Firebirds black with red numerals this afternoon. First match of the year. Been almost 6 months since these teams got together in respective training and undergoing an inter-squad scrimmage, but it's for real here this afternoon. And we are underway as Carthage serves to start our first set. Did a nice job to set it up. Spike over that time by Horner. And now we get the making contact with the net, so a point for the Firebirds. And we are underway on a 1-0 here in this first set. Again, Durant will serve. And confusion, no communication that time by the Pioneers on a set error, trying to set them up. And so quickly it's 2-0 Carthage. Durant again to serve. And deflected off of Horner. She was going to try and set up the libero, Durant, but glanced off her knuckles. And so the Pioneers get their first point of this first set. Here's Konecki from Huntley, Illinois. Very young group here for Carroll. A lot of freshmen. Thank all of our parents and friends and family watching our video here today. And the kill attempt goes long for Kozak. And so we're even at 2. Once again, Konecki will serve. Nice dig. Horner, the spike and the dig out that time by Konecki. Block there by Barrett. Has to go over, and they do. Nicely done. Autumn McGee on the kill shot, the senior out of River Grove for the Firebirds. Puts the Firebirds up by 1. Tremper grad Jordan Barrett. Set it up at the net. Dug out of there by Barrett. Horner again with a soft kill, and she got the point. Landed right in front of the libero that time for Carroll, Emily Canup. Canup, a sophomore out of Oregon. (4-2) Firebirds. And the kill up front. Penskowski, the senior out of Case, finishing off the point. This will be Canup serving. Confusion there, but still sets up Horner. Get it over on one dig. And the block, unsuccessful. Autumn McGee will get credited for the kill, the senior from River Grove. Haley Horner will serve. One of 3 seniors on this team for Leanne Ulmer. And that one just in the corner. Horner elected not to go after it, and they kill the point in the back corner. Emily Schließman will now serve, a freshman for Carroll. She's out of Beaver Dam High School. Gets it in. Trying to dig was Aubrey Buhager. Unable to come up with it. Buhager is a freshman out of O'Connell. First set tied now at 5 apiece. They'll set up the left side. Block. It's got to go over. They do, and they get it in. Point for the Firebirds. Kind of credited with the kill. (6-5). Got it over. Play right at the net that time, and McGee credited with the kill. That one's long. 3 straight points now for the Firebirds. That one just in on the back line. Kozak let that one fall in, thinking it was going to be long. This would be Penskowski serving for Carroll. Out of Case High School in Racine. And nicely done up front for the Firebirds. And it's Acton with the kill. Nicole, a junior, out of Geneva, Illinois. Geneva Community High School. And that'll go as an ace on the serve. First one of the match for the Firebirds. Once again, McGee to serve. Dug out of there nicely by Durant. It's got to go over, and unable to get it over was Penskowski. Kind of had a bad set there as it got away, and point goes to Carthage, 11-6 Firebirds. Durant will set up the front. And they get it in on the kill. Nicole Acton again. Acton getting heavily involved. That is her second kill of the afternoon Timeout taken by Carroll. Again, our match, we want to thank our fine area businesses who have contributed to the Carthage athletic program during this pandemic year. Those businesses include Mobile One Communications, the Doubletree Inn and Suites of Pleasant Prairie, Johnson Financial Group, the Fairfield Inn of Pleasant Prairie, La Fogata Mexican Grill, the Hampton Inn and Suites, Satori Energy, the Waterfront Warehouse just down the street, Stella Hotel and Ballroom, and the Pullman Auto Stores of Kenosha and Racine. McGee with 4 kills for Carthage, Acton with 2. 2 kills for Jensen for Carroll. Each team with a service ace. Carthage hitting at .462 here in the early going. Carroll at .077. (12-6) in set number 1. McGee to serve. Tried a soft one and it didn't make it over the net. First service error for the Firebirds this afternoon. Sophia Camacho, a sophomore out of Taft High School in Chicago, will serve, this time from the left side. And that one is long. Each team with a service error now. 13-7 Firebirds. Michaela Morgan, the sophomore, to serve for the Firebirds. Barrel. Darwin gets it over. Tipped up at the net. Kept alive. And the point will go to Carroll on 4 hits there by Carthage. Now in to serve will be Kelly Reynolds. She's a freshman from Plainfield, Illinois. So a lot of the freshmen getting started here early for Carroll. Set up the left side. And the kill. Haley Horner, the 6'4" senior, finishing that one off. For Horner, that is her second kill today. And we get a service ace to follow that up. Michaela Morgan. Or check that, Durant with the ace. 15-8 Carthage here in set number 1. Durant sets up. Horner on that left side, able to get it over. Another nice dig by McGee. Get it over. Horner again with the kill. Back-to-back kills for Haley Horner. Now the Firebirds have built a 16-8 lead here in the first set. Another service ace for Durant. Third one of the afternoon so far for the Firebirds. Durant trying to dig one out, unable to land it in. (17-9) now with Carroll serving. Chloe Longton will come in now, junior from Herscher, Illinois. Unable to get it in. Ball hit the beam above the net, and again, that's in play. We had one Friday night for the men that rolled along the beam for about 10 seconds before it fell down and was able to be played. Firebirds lead by 7 here. Longton serve. This time they'll set up the right side. Nice back row dig by Morgan. And the kill coming from Autumn McGee. Now coming in to serve for the Firebirds, Jordan Barrett. Senior from Tremper High School. Just tumbled over the net. Durant with a nice dig. Horner got it in. Just did get it in on that back line. So Horner with another kill. And the Firebirds building a 19-10 lead. Attempted block goes awry. Looked like it was Kozak and McGee both up there. Conop will serve. That one goes out. Second service error today for Carroll. This is Horner now on the serve. And over on the kill. Sophia Camacho for Carroll, the sophomore from Chicago, finishing off that point. Brings her team to within 8. So Lee Schliessman now serving. Durant with the dig. The assist up front and unable to finish. Is a good assist by Barrett that time, but couldn't finish off the point inside the line. 2 straight now for Carroll. Durant with the dig out. Now we'll set up the right side. And the kill. Lindsay Hella, the sophomore from De Pere, up front. We'll get credit for that. 3 straight points now for the Pioneers. They pulled it within 6. And the finish up front. Kozak getting that point back for the Firebirds. Their first kill today. Carthage serving with the 21-4 lead, and they're unable to keep that one alive, and Carroll will climb back to within 6. Pioneers now increasing that hitting percentage up to .240. Carthage slipping a bit now, down to 30.8. And a deep serve, unable to be finished that time. Penskowski, the Case grad, with the ace. Dig by Buhager. And we got a point here for Carthage. Double hit. 22-16 with McGee serving. We're in set 1. First match of the year for Carthage Firebird Volleyball. And an ace. Late decision by Penskowski to try and play that one. Both she and the libero, Emily Conop, kind of backed off, but unable to dig that one out. 23-16. And a double hit. Kind of a handcuff job that time on Lindsay Hella, trying to set up her teammate. So we're at set point. And they get the point on the kill. Kaneki, a freshman, to finish that one off. Camacho to serve from the left side again, and too long. And Carthage wins set number one. The Firebirds take their first set as the Firebirds here today. So they take the early 1-0 lead here in this opening match of the CCIW season. Again, just a reminder, we will have pregame programming before our video streams this year. Been doing that for men's and women's basketball and also men's volleyball. We'll have that for the Carthage women's volleyball program as well for all the home matches. Leanne Ulmer will join me about 15 minutes before the match, kind of get her thoughts and share her intuition on how the match is going to be played out. And we'll also have her on as a post-game interview as well. So that'll be during all of our video stream matches here at Carthage College. Also want to send out birthday greetings to working on our stat crew here today. And again, no fans for the time being per CCIW guideline and COVID-19 protocol. So I want to welcome all of you who are tuning in, perhaps for the first time. Welcome into the Tarble Arena today. My name is John Weiser, and voice of Firebird football, Firebird basketball, and into my first season now working with both the men's and women's volleyball. Pleasure to add a little bit of commentary and identifying some players and the stats here as we go through our sets here today. So through set one, Carthage hitting 321, Pioneers at 296. Each team credited with 11 assists, 4 aces for Carthage in that first match, and 2 for the Pioneers. Leading strikers in that first set was McGee with 5 kills. Barrett with 5 assists so far for the Firebirds. Meanwhile, you have Camacho and Jensen each with 3 kills for the Pioneers. Reynolds with 6 assists. Schlesman with 5. And the 2 service aces going to Schlesman and Penskowski. And for Carthage, it was McGee with 2 aces and Durant with 2 aces in set number 1. So Carthage leading 1-0 here as we begin set number 2 from the Tarble Arena. Again, it's going to be a while before we see the Firebirds back at home. They'll be on the road through March 17th. That'll be the next home match for the volleyball team. They'll take on Illinois Wesleyan. That's a 4 o'clock start for that match on St. Patrick's Day. Not sure if I'm going to look good in green or not. Don't have much in the wardrobe. All my wardrobe is red and black. So the Pioneers will serve here to start set number 2. Kelly Reynolds, freshman from Plainfield. 6 assists in that first set, and this serve goes long. Jordan Barrett will serve now, the 5'8" senior from Tremper High School. Looking for her first ace of the afternoon. Nice dig by Durant, actually goes over. Durant again setting up the front line. And the kill goes to Andrea Kozak. Off the nice assist from Autumn McGee. Nice dig to keep that one alive for Carthage. Morgan. But Carroll will come away with the point here. Their first point of match, or set number 2 here in this match. 2-1 Firebirds. Haneke will serve. And we have contact. Double hit, actually, by Carthage. Just got it over the net. And that one's long. Carthage point. This is Horner, Haley Horner on the serve. And they just get it in on the diving dig attempt that time by Barrett. Evens are set at 3 apiece. Canup to serve. Did that one hit the ground or not? No, they can call that one in. Ace for Canup. And it's her first ace this afternoon. 3 aces now for the Pioneers. They take a 4-3 lead. That one's too long. Too hard by Kozak that time. She was going for that back line as Carroll's had a tendency to move up, and that leaves that back area open. Dig by Buhager. And the Firebirds get the point back. Kozak will serve. Good job to save that one there by McGee. And kept alive at the front of the net. Looking for the middle of the floor. That time was McGee. And now they get the kill. Good job up front between McGee and Acton that time to finish off that point. Evens it at 5. Just in on the sideline. Well placed for the Pioneers. Katie Jensen, the freshman from Cedar Rapids, Iowa, finished that point off. She will come out. Emily Schlesman will come in now, the freshman from Juneau, Beaver Dam High School product. Still in play. And the finish by Autumn McGee. Good dig by Durant to set her up. This will be McGee serving here. We're knotted at 6 apiece. And the point will go to Carthage. That block not able to get over. Acton credited with the kill. And the finish up front by Michaela Morgan. Credited with a point there, Morgan. And it's her first kill this afternoon. Carroll will take the timeout with Carthage leading 8-6. And kind of a quiet week athletically here at home for the Firebirds, as our next video stream will be on Thursday. There'll be women's basketball, as the Carthage women will host the Elmhurst Blue Jays. They have a makeup game that they will play in Chicago on Tuesday against North Park, and host Elmhurst Thursday, then travel to Faginal Hall for the regular season finale on Saturday. Meanwhile, for the Carthage men, they are idle until Thursday. A big, thrilling last-second victory yesterday down at North Central for the men's basketball team. Kyle Zarak with the bank in three. And then 2 free throws by Joshua Washburn, cementing the victory on the road at North Central yesterday for the Carthage men. And they will be at Elmhurst on Thursday, then host the Blue Jays here next Saturday afternoon. Carthage serving here, leading by 2. McGee with the serve. And she'll get the ace right in front of Pensikowski. It's the 3rd ace for McGee. Pensikowski keeps it in play. Blocked behind. Now they got to get it over, and they do, and they get the point. Good save that time by Jenna Millen, freshman from North Aurora. McGee again to serve for the Firebirds. That one's in. Past a diving Durant. And so the Pioneers get the point, pulled to within 3 here in match number 2. Oh, the block right back up front. It's Lindsay Hella from De Pere with that block. Pioneers to within 2. Durant setting up the left side. It's off Camacho. A nice backline dig. And a soft one. Just over the front line and just in front of the back line that time. Perfectly placed. And the Pioneers have rallied now to within 1. That one's long. Good job letting that one go. Michaela Morgan now will serve for the Firebirds. And the block up front leads to a point. Nicole Acton getting the point for Carthage. Once again, the Firebirds up by 3. Beautiful dig on the back line by Morgan. And that leads to a point. Nicely done on the hard shot dig. Morgan able to keep that alive and rally the Firebirds for the point. 13-9. Morgan from the back line with the kill. Setting up the middle of the floor. Morgan getting the kill, McGee with the assist. That one, a little communication problem there between Morgan and McGee. Sophia Camacho now will serve. Into Durant. Set up by Millen. And Carthage gets the point. So the Firebirds up by 5 here in set 2. Megan Durant will serve. And that one into the net. Just the second service error by the Firebirds this afternoon. So it'll be Kelly Reynolds, the freshman, serving for the Pioneers. They trail by 4. They get it over. Durant, Acton, soft touch over. They keep it alive, and they do get it over. Now McGee. Smashed by Morgan. It goes off the dig that time of Kelly Reynolds and out of play. And it'll go a point for Carthage. That one unable to be returned. Jordan Barrett. Unable to dig that one out was Morgan. The point goes back to the Pioneers. 16-12 Firebirds. Rotation here as Chloe Longden will come in. Longton to serve. Morgan. Soft over. Durant sets up the left side, and they get the kill. Durant over to Barrett, and then the finish by Haley Horner. Haley to serve. Just got it over. Durant. Set it up left side. Easily returned, and then the kill in the middle by Andrea Kozak. And it will go as a net violation, so the point will go to the Pioneers. Nice dig off the back line by Longton. And the kill up front by Penskowski. Kay Scrad. Durant will volley it over. Durant with a nice save. Got to go over and does. Durant again will set it up. This time they'll go left side. Again, Carroll right there. And the block up front. Morgan and Kozak both there. And it will be Kozak serving. Kozak sets it up. Deep volley. And Schlesman. Check that, Penskowski with the finish and the kill. And once again, the Pioneers rally to within 3. They will bring in Schlesman now to serve. Good communication out there by the Firebirds. And it just goes out on the left-hand attempt by Acton. 2-point set here. Carthage winning the first set. And there's the kill off the left side, provided by Michaela Morgan. Fifth kill for Morgan. McGee to serve. And the block up front gets it done. Nicole Acton with the block and the point. 20-16. That one is long. So the Pioneers will get the point. Penskowski will serve, the senior from Racine. Durant will set up the right side. That one is long. Acton trying to pound that one down the back line, but a little too strong with that one. Pioneers to within 2. And the attacking percentage down now for Carthage, down to 241. They started out at better than 43%. Nice soft touch at the net. Beautifully done there for the Pioneers and Konecki. Well, Pioneers have rallied to within 1. Late here in set number 2. Durant. Over by Millen. Block up front, done nicely. Credit that one to Michaela Morgan. Morgan getting credit with the point and the block. 21-19. Morgan will serve. And the block went out. So Carroll gets the point. That deflected off of Acton at the net. Camacho's not going to serve here. Caitlin Laird, a freshman from Cedarburg High School. Dropped that one in nicely. Durant setting up Millen. And able to get it over. Durant again to Millen. Block comes right back to McGee. That one just in the right corner far side. Ties our set at 21. And Carthage will take a timeout. A strong rally here for the Pioneers to tie up this second set at 21 all. And Carthage winning that first set by 8. I want to remind our viewers that if you're part of Carthage community, you'll have the opportunity to provide some feedback and input on the new Carthage mascot now that the Firebird name has been selected. And that came out late Friday after the Board of Trustees made the announcement here at Carthage College. So opportunity for students, alumni, parents, all those associated with Carthage College, your opportunity to get involved with this and have some fun with this. Carthage Firebirds. Here you get a look at the schedule coming up. As I said, Thursday it's women's basketball here at the Tarble Arena, Carthage versus Elmhurst. It'll be on both the video stream, and you can catch our men's and women's home games on the radio at 1050 WLIP in Kenosha, WLIP.com. And Saturday we have the swim and dive going on here between Carthage and Augustana at 9 a.m. and a men's lacrosse match along with men's basketball. So a very busy Saturday coming up next weekend. Well, we're knotted up at 21 here. And the attempt by Konecki goes long, and the point to Carthage. Durant will serve. And the kill by Haley Horner. The assist to Jenna Millen. Now timeout taken by Carroll as Carthage comes back to take a 2-point lead here in set number 2. And this team went undefeated at home last year, winning all 12 of their matches here at the Tarble Arena. Matter of fact, you include the neutral site matches, the tournaments, and the national tournament. Carthage 25-1, home and neutral court. 31-4 overall last year. Perfect 8-0 mark in conference play. Carthage serving, leading by 2. Durant again on the serve. Durant with the dig. Millen with the setup. And we'll get the point on the kill by McGee. Once again, Jenna Millen, the freshman setter, able to set up her teammates now as we get to set point. Durant to Millen. And again setting it up, and we got the point coming to the Pioneers. Too many hits on the offensive side. So Reynolds back to serve for the Pioneers. And this one will go out, and for the second straight set, Carthage wins on a service error. So they take the second set, 25-22. So just exactly how the first set ended, ends the Pioneers here in the second set on a service error. So after 2 sets now, Carthage hitting at 264 with 24 assists, 5 aces, 3 service errors. 32 digs for Carthage so far. Meanwhile, for the Pioneers, hitting percentage at 224. 24 assists, 3 aces, 5 service errors, 35 digs. Carthage with 4 blocks, Pioneers with 1. Leaders for the Firebirds so far, McGee and Horner with 7 kills apiece. 5 kills for Morgan, 4 for Acton. On the assist trail now, it's Millen with 11, the freshman for Carthage. She has 11. Barrett from Tremper High School with 10. And on the aces now, McGee credited with 3 to lead her team in that category. Meanwhile, for the Pioneers through 2 sets, it's Konecki with 8 kills, Jensen with 6, Camacho with 4, Penskowski with 5 kills as well. leader in assists. Schlesman and Reynolds each with 12. 3 players with a service ace so far. Schlesman, Penskowski, and Conop. And Conop leading in digs with 12. Morgan with 8 digs, leading Carthage in that category through 2. Carthage will serve set number 3. Megan Durant. 2 aces to her credit this afternoon to go with 3 assists and 7 digs. And just in on that near sideline. Konecki to serve. And the kill from the left side by Haley Horner. 8 kills now in the afternoon for Horner. This will be Barrett on the serve. And Penskowski trying to go up front. McGee attempted the block, but the ball falls back on the side of Carthage, so it'll be a point for the Pioneers. Serving is Conop. You got 2-hand hit. Point going to Carthage. Double hit. Ties this third set at 2 apiece. Haley Horner. She'll serve from the middle here. Horner setting up Barrett. They get it over. And blast one right past Jordan Barrett for the point. Pioneers retake a 1-point lead. Schlesman will serve. Horner getting credited with the kill. Check that. Schlesman on the serve. Block up front, falls in. Point goes to the Pioneers. Camacho up front, along with Penskowski. Durant. Try and set up. Autumn McGee that time. Barrett, kind of a backward set that time. McGee unable to finish it. 5-2 now in favor of the Pioneers. Handling error that time. Durant into the net. It's got to go over, and they get it over. That time McGee able to finish. Autumn McGee with the point. This is number 12, Molly Skoda, a sophomore from Lincoln Way East High School. Originally from Frankfort, Illinois. Puts it into the net. So Carroll will get the point. Back in for Carthage is Kozak. Penskowski to serve, the Racine native. And the kill from the left side by Michaela Morgan. Pulls her team to within 2, 6-4 Pioneers here in this third set. Carthage leading 2-0. That one in along the back line. Past the diving Amber Buhager. Camacho to serve. That one will fall in. I believe it was Konecki with the kill. Now the Pioneers up 4 here in this third set. Nice dig out of there. Kill going long, and Carthage will take a timeout. Actually, be the Firebirds' point, excuse me. That one did drop in. Backline judge ruling that one in. Durant to Millen. Going again, we'll set up Durant. Point for the Firebirds. Credit Horner with that kill. Pulls the Firebirds to within 2. Morgan on the serve. Long. So coming in to serve for the Pioneers, Kelly Reynolds. Lock up front goes down for the point for the Firebirds. Haley Horner able to get that. It's 9 kills now for Horner, leader in that category for the Firebirds today. And the block goes out. Point to Haley Horner. Getting another point. Now with 10. Oh, communication error there. Durant and Morgan crossing paths there. Neither one able to get to the ball. Remains a Pioneer lead. Chloe Longton will serve. Nicely done on the setup that time by Millen. Kozak able to kill it off. Jenna Millen, freshman out of West Aurora High School. She's been very active here through the first 2.5 sets. Get it over. Carroll will get the point. A block unable to get over the net. Pioneers now up by 2. And the kill from the middle hitter that time, Autumn McGee. Haley Horner will serve for the Firebirds. That one's long and out. Trying to drop it in behind the libero that time, unable to do so. 12-10 Pioneers. That one in. Just inside the back line for the Firebirds. They pulled it within 1. And point for the Firebirds up front on the block. Nicole Acton. Evens this third set at 12 apiece. And a hitting error there by Penskowski gives the point to the Firebirds. And the point for Firebirds, Autumn McGee on the kill from the right side. Timeout, Carroll. So 4 straight points here for the Firebirds, and they've jumped back out in front now by 2 here in this third set. Won the first 2 sets, 25-17, 25-22. As I said, they will take off for some road matches. They will not be back here to the Tarble Arena until Wednesday, March 17th, a 4 p.m. match with Illinois Wesleyan. That'll be the next home match for the Firebirds. And Leanne Ulmer trying to loosen up her team a little bit here. Playing a little tight here in this third set. Marley Skoda to serve. And nice touch at the net for Michaela Morgan, able to get the point for the Firebirds. Carthage now 5 straight points to take a 3-point lead here in set 3. And nicely done there by Penskowski. Keep that alive. They'll drop it in. Nice set. The perfect touch by Autumn McGee here on the right side. She'll get credited for the kill. McGee with 11 kills now. That one is out on the sideline. Point for the Firebirds again. 7 straight now for Carthage. That one will drop in. The point goes to the Pioneers. Penskowski to serve. Stops the Carthage run at 7. Set up the left side, and that will lead to a point for the Firebirds. Michaela Morgan will get credited with the kill. Morgan now with 8 kills this afternoon. Autumn McGee to serve, 18-13, Firebirds. That one goes long. Service error for the Firebirds, their 6th today. Each team was 6 service errors. Camacho will come out. Caitlin Laird will come in. That one will go long on the kill attempt by McGee. The Pioneers have rallied back to get 2 points. Nice job there up front. Millen able to set up Acton that time for the kill with the soft touch. Acton with 5 kills today. Morgan will serve. Nice, over. And that ball landed in off the floor. Firebirds will get the point. Now up 5, looking to go for the sweep here. Millen set up that time, and Horner trying to kill. Darrant with the dig. Over by Horner. Block. They keep it alive. They get it over. And just a tip over the net, falls in. Pioneers get the point. They're back to within 4. Kelly Reynolds to serve. That one is out just beyond the corner, right at the feet of the backline official. The Pioneers now rally to within 3. And the kill. Millen again with a nice assist, setting up Acton for the kill. Carthage leading 21-17. That was just short. (21-18). Darrant will dig it out. Millen with the set. The over by McGee. And we have contact at the net. Point will go to the Firebirds. 22-18, inching closer here. Jenna Millen will serve. And the ace for Millen. Her first ace this afternoon to go with 16 helpers. 23-18. That one long. McGee's attempt at the back line goes long, 23-19. Checking in for Carthage, Jordan Barrett. Kind of to serve. Over by Durant. Nice dig out of there by Barrett. Now they'll set up the front. Beautiful block, and it goes out. It was blocked by Camacho, but it fell outside the line. So we're at match point. Haley Horner for match point. And Carthage continues their dominance here at home. They say that ball did not land in. They did come in on that sideline, so it'll be Carthage winning this match here today in 3 sets. They take the final set here. 25-19, 25-17, 25-22, 25-19. Carthage continues its dominance here at home as they are now getting back to last year, 13-0 here at the Tarble Arena. And they've won 9 consecutive conference matches dating back to last year. Leaders for Carthage here this afternoon. It was Autumn McGee in kills with 13. Haley Horner had 10. Michaela Morgan with 8. Total attacks, McGee with 27 here this afternoon. She hit 370 today. Horner with a 320 hitting percentage as well. The assist category today, it was the Tremper grad, Jordan Barrett, credited with 19. Millen, the freshman, Jenna Millen, with 16 today, with 4 points. Aces today was McGee with 3 to lead her Firebirds in that category, and McGee with points today was 16. Morgan with 10.5. Horner with 10. And Acton with 9, your leaders today in points for the Firebirds. Meanwhile, for the Pioneers today, they were led by Ashley Konecki in kills with 11. Both Penskowski and Murray hitting 333 today, as did Konecki today. Assists, Reynolds with 17, Schlesman with 16. And there were 3 aces today, 1 each by Schlesman, Penskowski, and Konup. Total digs, Konup with 14. And in points today, Konecki with 11, Penskowski with 9, and Jensen with 7. On the team side of things here today, Carthage hit 275, Carroll 170. 39 assists total for Carthage today compared to 33 for the Pioneers. 6 aces, Firebirds, 3 for the Pioneers. Firebirds with 7 service errors to 6 for Carroll. Carroll led in digs, 51-47. Carthage with 7 total blocks to 2 for the Pioneers. So Carthage wins the first match of the season here at the Tarble Arena, 25-17, 25-22, 25-19. Stay tuned. We've got Leanne Ulmer going to join us up here in the broadcast booth, and we'll talk to her about how the match went today. Again, a big thank you to our business sponsors this season of Carthage Athletics, helping out the athletic department in a very tough time this season. Freighter South, the official sports medicine provider of Carthage Athletics. Barnes & Noble Carthage Bookstore. The Chick-fil-A on Highway 50. Comprehensive Orthopedics and the Candlewood Suites. Honda of Kenosha. Mobile One Communications. We thank the McTurnans over there for their support. Doubletree Inn & Suites. The Johnson Financial Group. The Fairfield Inn. the La Fogata Mexican Grill, Hampton Inn and Suites of Pleasant Prairie, Waterfront Warehouse, Satori Energy, Jersey Mike Subs of Racine, the Stella Hotel and Ballroom, and the Paulman Auto Stores of Kenosha and Racine. For those of you still tuned in, I want to remind you it's Kenosha Restaurant Week this week, and we encourage you to support our 3 restaurants that are part of our Kenosha Dining Week this week: La Fogata Mexican Grill, the Waterfront Warehouse, and the 1844 at the Stella Hotel and Ballroom. They're our athletic sponsors this year. We'd certainly encourage you to patronize them. They have specials this week for Kenosha Restaurant Week. So off to a pretty good start with the new team nickname. Started on Friday night with men's volleyball winning their match in 3 sets over Loras College. Women's basketball winning their 2nd straight game over North Central here at the Tarble Arena yesterday afternoon. Carthage men's basketball team picking up a close win at the North Central gym at Gregory Arena. In the final seconds of that one. And here this afternoon, the women's volleyball team picking up the victory in 3 sets. Again, a reminder, we've got a busy week toward the end of the week this week here for sports here on the live.carthage.edu video stream. Women's basketball coming your way Thursday night. It'll be the Carthage Firebirds and the Elmhurst Blue Jays. 7 o'clock tip at the Tarble. Pregame broadcast at 6:45. That's both on the video stream and on local radio, AM 1050 WLIP, Thursday evening. Saturday, there'll be a swimming and diving meet at 9 o'clock here at Carthage College. Carthage taking on Augustana. There's also a men's lacrosse match scheduled for Keller Field at 1 o'clock as the Firebirds take on the Cougars from Concordia of Chicago. And then men's basketball here on the video stream next Saturday afternoon. The Carthage Firebirds closing out the home portion of the regular season schedule. They will host the Elmhurst Blue Jays, a 2 o'clock tip, and that'll be a 1:45 pregame on both the video stream and on 1050 WLIP radio. We're waiting for Leanne Ulmer to make her way up. There'll be an exhibition match here coming up next between Carroll and Carthage. Some of the younger players getting a chance to play an exhibition match. For the Firebirds, they will now head to North Park University Saturday, March 6th. So in 2 weeks, they'll take on the Vikings down at the North Park Gymnasium. It will be a 2 p.m. match on Saturday, March 6th at North Park. They'll continue conference play on Tuesday, March 9th at Elmhurst. 5 p.m. match at Faginal Hall. And then they'll head to Decatur on Saturday, March 13th. The Griswold Center, the site for a 2 p.m. match with the Big Blue of Millikin University. So the women will return home here on Wednesday, March 17th. A 4 p.m. match against Illinois Wesleyan. And that'll be followed up by an exhibition match with North Central on Saturday, March 20th at 4 p.m. And then a match with Wheaton at Wheaton College on March 24th. So that's all coming up here in the next several weeks for women's volleyball. And again, big thank you to the CCIW and the administrators and presidents of the league for allowing the fall sports to have some semblance of a schedule. And also a big thank you to Jake Denauer and the athletic training staff here at Carthage for all their hard work behind the scenes to keep these athletes healthy, administering all of the COVID testing for not only the athletes and coaches, but also the officials that come here for the matches, and doing their part to keep Carthage athletics moving forward through what we hope will be the tail end of this pandemic and getting back to normal by next fall with fans in the stands and being able to hear the chants, "Let's go Firebirds," rising up here at the Tarble Arena and Keller Field. So a good day today for Carthage. Younger lineup. So we take a look at the individual numbers once again for Carthage. It's Ashley McGee leading in, Autumn McGee I should say, leading in kills today with 13. Also leader in points today with 16. She had 3 aces to get with those 13 kills. Hit a 370 today. Was impressed with Jenna Millen today, the freshman. 16 assists today for Millen to go with 3 kills, 3 digs, 4 points. So very impressive outing here. We got Leanne Ulmer standing by here. We'll get her set up to go. Let her catch her breath here for just a minute, and then we'll bring in the head coach for the Carthage Firebirds, Leanne Ulmer. Congratulations on the match win here today.
Hey, thanks, John. It was great to be out there and great to get the first one under our belt there.
Yeah, I was impressed today. I thought, for the most part, communication pretty good out there. What was your thoughts?
Yeah, I felt the same way for the first time in a long time with a bunch of new players out there, new setters, new passers. Overall, we did a really nice job.
Fantastic. I thought, I was just pointing out a couple of the young players, a couple of the freshmen that stood out today, and one of them was Jenna Millen today with the 16 assists, 4 points today, and 3 kills for her up front.
Jenna's very talented. We're really excited about her for our future, and I thought she was very composed out there, ran a really nice offense, and was very good.
Kept it loose there. I thought the third set got a little tight, I think, and I think you called that timeout, and coming out of that timeout, I saw you just kind of, hey, hang loose. Let's enjoy this.
Yeah, I think, it's always the case with the serve and pass. Our passing wasn't what it needed to be, and once we settled that down a little bit and got some good looks and good swings, and so we got that side out, and then our servers got a little more aggressive, and Molly Skoda went back there and got a great run for us. You need a couple of servers that'll go back and get you on a few runs, and Carroll's just kind of pesky. They play good defense, and they kind of hang in there, and when you play teams that are top level, you don't want to get down like that to begin with. But, we're all feeling it out. Everybody's feeling out this new year and what we're doing. And I'm just really happy with the way we started. And we've got things to look at on film now and things to figure out. But I thought we had some really good performances.
I thought the spacing was pretty good out there, too. Didn't leave a lot of openings, particularly on the back line.
I agree. We've got some great defensive players. We had a little trouble stopping their outside hitters. We got to work on our blocking a little bit for that. But we had a lot of great ups. We had a lot of great looks, a lot of second efforts. I thought Autumn McGee had an outstanding match. Slowed down a little bit in that third set, but she was on fire in the beginning, got us going, and her serve can be deadly. She missed a few there at the end, but she plays great defense. She's one of the best all-around players we have out there. Michaela Morgan stayed out there the whole time, and I think just getting in game shape and getting used to doing that with your adrenaline flowing a little bit. And Haley Horner's a huge presence for us up there when you can get her going. She's pretty intimidating. So I think, if we can work on our blocking a little bit, be a little more aggressive as a serving team, get them out of system a little more, I think that'll be helpful.
It's almost a situation of hurry up and wait now because you don't play again for another 2 weeks.
It's true. Unfortunately, it's fine. We moved this game to accommodate all our other teams here at Carthage, and we're just, like I said before, we're grateful to play, and this isn't typically our season, so we're trying to make room for everybody else to have the run it to finish, for basketball, for Tim, and for Steve to finish up their seasons and have their practices when they need them. So, so we'll look at the film. We'll take some days off. We'll just work on the things we need to work on. And you're right, we have a little space here, but then it picks up a lot, and we don't really get much of a rest. So hopefully we'll just use this as a learning time to work on the things we need to work on.
Quick preview on the North Park matchup in Chicago in 2 weeks.
Yeah, they were supposed to play today against Wesleyan, but Wesleyan's out because of COVID protocol. So unfortunately, we're not going to get any film on them, which is kind of a bummer. But, Mike's done a good job with them over there. They're usually, pretty scrappy. I think they've been good. They've been getting better and better every year. So, in the CCIW, there's really no easy outs. You have to play well. So we're excited to go to Chicago to play them, and we'll be ready. And I think they graduated a few of their kids, but we all did, right? Everybody's dealing with that. So our goal is to get better every time we go out there. I thought our bench did a great job. I thought there was great support out there. For their first time playing with no fans, not their parents here. I thought they handled everything really well.
I told JW a couple of matches ago. I think it might have been the first night of the match. I says it's kind of BYOJ. Bring your own juice. You've got to be the ones to rally yourselves to get up and
and that's
be ready
different.
to play.
We usually get a good fan base here, and they'll get yelling Kenosha, and they'll get the girls up, and so yeah, fortunately we have a pretty big bench, and they were helping us out. But it's easy to go into some lulls where you kind of get a little lackadaisical, a little down because people aren't cheering for you. So you do have to generate all that, which is a little bit of a change. So I suppose it's good practice for the future, regardless of the crowd, the size of the crowd.
Well, congratulations,
Thanks,
winning
John.
match number 1. That is, 13 in a row now here at home,
Well,
going
that's
back to
awesome.
last year. So that's
we love
awesome.
to play here. It's a beautiful place to play, and normally we get great fan support. We know people are watching us, and a shout out to all our fans out there. We really enjoy it, to the parents. So thanks again for calling the match. We really appreciate that.
Thank you for putting up with me,
Absolutely.
learning how to do this.
I think it's great. It's great. You're doing a great job.
Thank you very
Thanks,
much,
John.
Leanne. Good luck.
Thank you.
Leanne Ulmer, head volleyball coach for the Carthage Firebirds today, as they win in 3 sets, 25-17, 25-22, 25-19. That'll wrap up our live stream broadcast here today. I want to thank everyone for tuning in. Reminder, we have coaches' interviews prior to each match, so if you want to tune in a little early, about 20 minutes or so before the actual scheduled tip, we have the coaches' interviews for all of the streams that we'll be doing this year. Big thank you to Mike Love, executive producer of our video streams here. John Voinovich, the hardest working man at Carthage College, directing our broadcast, along with Mary Robinson, Ian Minamy on graphics, Tim and Sam on camera. We thank them. These are students here at Carthage giving up their time to bring you these events on the live.carthage.edu stream. So have a great week, everyone. We'll talk to you again Thursday for women's basketball right here at Carthage College. Go Firebirds!